Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In order to make a variable power supply, you need this IC called as LM317. This IC basically vary voltage from 1 volt to any voltage depend upon the input power supply. So what the input source should be, it depends the your output desired voltage. For example, if you want to get maximum 20 volt at the output, then your input must be at least 24 volt. Here is the very simple formula. These are the basic connections of this LM317, and V out will be equal to 1.25 multiplied by 1 plus R2 or R1. R1, the recommended value for R1 is 240, so R1 is fixed. This R2 is a variable resistor, so its value depend upon the minimum output voltage and maximum output voltage. For example, for your output voltage minimum range is 1. Here you put 1, and all values are available except to R2. You will get the value of R2. That will be minimum value of R2. So if you have a maximum voltage like 20 volt, then you apply 20 volt over here, and you will get the value of R2. So if you increase R2, but if you put such a value of R2 and V out, if the value of V out is greater than V input, then output value will be limited to the input value. So this is the basic functionality. You know how to find the value of R2. R1 is fixed, and what input source should be selected depend on the maximum output voltage. So here is a very simple circuit of the powers of this variable power supply. So here I have fixed 24 volt, and R1 is 240. I fixed output. A capacitor is applied to avoid the fluctuation, and here's the voltmeter. So I select R2 to 40. According to the formula, these both values are equal. Answer will be 1. 1 plus 1 2. 2 multiplied by 125 will be equal to 2.53, something like that. And here if I run the circuit, you can see maximum 2.53 voltages appeared at the output. So if I increase this voltage to 5k, and this resistance to 5k, you will see maximum voltage will be appear over here. So if you have a knob over here, just rotate the knob, output voltage will be start varying. So from 24 volt I can maximum get 22, or max at 23 voltage. In order to make power supply from an analog or sinusoidal voltage, here I have a transformer of 24 volt with a frequency of 60 hertz. I apply a bridge. You can make this bridge with diode, or you can buy an IC which has built in this H bridge circuit. So here I have 24 volt that can be seen in this oscilloscope with yellow signal, and then after this bridge I have a blue signal. So if I run this voltage, run this simulation, you can see from the oscilloscope that this is analog voltage and this is the output of H bridge. This fluctuation can be reduced by increasing this capacitor. I have 4.7 microfarad. If I have 47 microfarad, you will see the oscillation in the output is reduced. So it what suitable value, the more capacitor value you have, the more input you will be having. So then according at the output here I will get maximum 24 or 23 DC value. Here again this circuit is very easily I explain in further. So if I have 10 volt over here, 240 voltage over here, the output will be around about of 1 volt or 1.3 volt. So if I increase this value to 10k, maybe I will be getting a maximum voltage of 20 volt. And this is the basic functionality of this variable power supply. And the input voltage is a transformer, then you need a H bridge and then LM317 in order to make a variable power supply from sinusoidal input